Do you believe in the God science and accept the dogma of random chance? If you do, don't go to Ireland. I kept tripping over a man from my Irish clan by going to places I never intended to visit. At Ennis, in the Clare County Museum, I saw a cloth he had signed in his blood. It was an oath to free Ireland from English rule at the time of the famine. Next to it was his army sword from Antietam in the United States Civil War. In the next display was the clarinet he played on 5 continents. But perhaps the most surprising thing was the hotel that was his birthplace. As I stepped in the door, I saw a lithograph of him at the age of 23. Was it a lithograph of him, or was it a lithograph of me? He had the same or very similar features, the same distinctly shaped head, the same long eyelashes, and the same outstanding tuft of hair. I was intrigued. When I came home, I went to the Castle Hill Library and asked the library to obtain a copy of Tom Watson's biography. They advised me that would not be of interest to the readers of Castle Hill. I then found there was a complete biography of Thomas Francis Meagher in Thomas Keneally's The Great Shame. After reading that, I decided to visit Montana. I stayed there in a very well appointed share accommodation, and there was a beautifully presented coffee table book about the vigilantes. The book had been prepared without regard to expense. As I started to read it, though, the hairs on my back began to rise, and I put it down. This was an account of murders carried out without conscience. And that is what the situation was in Montana. When Thomas Francis Meagher arrived there as acting territorial governor, he was to find that all of life in Montana was controlled by the Masonic Grand Master, Wilbur Fisk Sanders. Sanders had formed and led the vigilantes. He decided who lived and who died. He decided Montana's residents would have no political representation. In the end, Maher gave a pardon to a man subject to President Johnson's approval. The day after Maher gave the pardon, Sanders had him strung up with a note saying that Maher would be next. I mean, I don't think we need to say any more than that.